All right, so there you heard the United States ambassador to the United Nations well, actually, let's listen in. This is the Syrian representative to the United Nations speaking before the Security Council.
That joined us in calling for the convening of this urgent meeting. I have a question at the very outset to the Under Secretary General, who stated that the Syrian Arab Republic perpetrated an act of aggression without defining that act by the terms of the Charter of the United Nations. The United States at 3:42 at dawn today, April 7, 2017, waged a barbaric, flagrant act of aggression against a base of the Syrian Arab Air Force in the central area of the country, using a number of missiles, which led to a number of martyrs, many injured, including women and children, and wide-ranging material damage. This treacherous act of aggression is a grave violation of the Charter of the United Nations, as well as all international norms and laws. The United States attempted to justify it with empty pretexts, fabricated arguments, claiming that the Syrian Arab Army had used chemical weapons in Khan Sheikhoun without genuine knowledge of what happened, without identifying who was responsible. The very same pretext shouted out by terrorist organizations as well as their handlers in Washington, Ankara, Riyadh, Doha, Tel Aviv, London and Paris, as well as their media. The Syrian Arab Republic has stressed that the Syrian Arab Army does not have chemical weapons in the first place, and that it would never use such weapons in any of its operations against armed terrorist groups, that it condemns the use of such weapons as being unjustified under any conditions. Let me stress that it is well known that those weapons have been used and stockpiled in many parts of Syria by terrorist armed organizations in cooperation, or rather with a wink and a nudge, by some ruling regimes in the region and outside, including Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and some European states. They completely ignore all the facts and documented information on the use of chemical weapons by terrorists in many parts of the Syrian Arab Republic. This aggression would surely send erroneous messages to those terrorist groups, emboldening them to use chemical weapons in the future and to continue perpetrating terrorist acts against the Syrian civilians. Jabhat al-Nusra and ISIL, both terrorist organizations and associated terrorist organizations, following this aggression, did wage many attacks on many parts of Syria. The Syrian Arab Army and its allies in the war against terrorism are confronting them, despite desperate attempts to support them. The American aggression is under this umbrella.